Pilipinas. Here live at the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center in San Juan, the Cignal Super Spikers ready for war. Their first matchup this afternoon in red. Siyempre, ang VNS Griffins in white for today's matchup. A lot of volleyball coming your way this Monday afternoon. Good afternoon, volleyball fans. What's up? Spikers Turf, our game story for today. The 9-time champions vying for their 4th consecutive title. This is Cignal and VNS entering this league, as the youngest team here, also fully committed to their volleyball grassroots program. Ngayon, para sa Cignal naman, may mga key additions po tayo. And one very interesting one coming all the way from California, USA. For VNS Griffins, also some additions and some key veterans returning. More about them, we'll be back in just a few. This is Spikers Turf.
We come back to you live from the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center in the city of San Juan. There's the guy from California himself. Jared Shinaki will be debuting for the Cignal Super Spikers against that man, Ben Bautista, who we used to see play for Letran here in the Spikers Turf Invitational. But now he joins forces with Volleyball Never Stops, the youngest team in our league. VNS, the Griffins, taking on the Super Spikers at 4 p.m. And later on, for our last game in our triple header, it will be the Crisscross King Crunchers going up against the PGJC Navy Sea Lions. Thank you for joining us, folks. This is Mix Gomez at your service. A while ago, you already heard from Bailey's Akot. My partner today is Noreen Go. Noreen, so excited to welcome you back to the Spikers Turf.
All I have to say, it's been too long.
Yes.
But what a way to cap 2025 and with the Spikers Turf.
And it is the Invitational Conference, which means it's not only the 6 teams that we are used to seeing here in the Spikers Turf. We'll be welcoming in 2 collegiate teams as well, who were podium finishers in the recent V-League. We have the UST Tiger Spikers and the FEU Tamaraos joining the likes of Cignal, Crisscross, PGJC Navy, Savage, VNS, and of course, Alpha Insurance, who, by the way, won earlier today.
We thought it was going to be a five-setter, but it's not. It just goes to show what the competition is like in this conference. And let's just go through the format. You did mention the 8 teams. In the preliminaries, the 8 teams will go through a single round robin, but only top 4 teams will qualify for the semifinals. In the semifinals, they will be joined by 2 foreign guest teams, Kindai University of Japan and Australian club Pro Volley Academy. Single round robin once again, and the top 2 will play for the gold, the 3rd and the 4th will play for the bronze.
Very interesting semi-final action for the Spikers Turf. You already heard great stuff about our guest teams from Japan and Australia. But let's focus first on our local teams, beginning with our 9-time champions, the Cignal Super Spikers. A lot of veterans and some youngsters, familiar faces as well from the UAAP.
Yeah, always interesting, or you're always excited to actually see the lineup of teams like Cignal. We have to mention 4 names, no, because they played in the World Championship just last month. Retamar, Joshua Retamar, Steve Rotter, Lloyd Josafat, and Louis Ramirez. Also, former MVP, Jao Mandal. Then you have JP Bugawan, to name a few. And then they added Vince Maglinaw from LaSalle, J-Rack de la Noche from USD. And then you mentioned the Phil-Am, Jared Shinaki. So,
yes,
interesting competition for this team.
Van Crudenchado is also in from UST, but since you mentioned the guys who played in the World Championship, there could be a concern in the long run for Cignal because some of them will be practicing for the Southeast Asian Games. So things will be changing for them as we go through our conference. On the other hand, we have the VNS Griffins with no Coach Ralph Ocampo today as he is busy with another commitment. So still, of course, this is their grassroots program. A lot of youngsters, but there are also a couple of veterans including the guy who we've been seeing from Letran, Bembem Bautista. That should be their marquee player.
Yeah, Bembem Bautista, excited to see him play. And just to name the holdovers, like you said, JV Sumagaysay, you have Kevin Montemayor, Noy Pedroso, John Diwa. So I'm very excited every conference to watch VNS because we know you mentioned the grassroots program. So they're incorporating youngsters with a 15-year-old. So it's just excited. I'm really excited to see them play.
That's right. The 15-year-old for them should be a very interesting case in this conference. Na-mention mo rin si JD Diwa, nagbabalik para sa VNS. We saw him previously a couple of years ago with this team. But now we invite everybody to please join us on social media. Do tweet or post whatever you have, photos, thoughts, and videos with the hashtag #SpikerSturf2025. As now we are ready to turn you over to our arena announcer.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome to the Playtime Phil Oil Center in San Juan City and Season 8, the Invitational Conference of the Spikers Turf, where power meets passion. This is our second of 3 matches today in the first day of the preliminaries. Match number 2 features our defending champions, our Cignal Super Spikers, and our volleyball never stops Griffins. Presenting our officials for this match. First referee, Mr. Fernando Velarde, national referee. Second referee, Mr. Joffer Educado, national referee. Let's call on our starting lineup from our Cignal Super Spikers. Let's begin with their team captain. He wears jersey number 8, John Paul Bugawan. At number 5, Gabriel EJ Casanya. Wearing jersey number 10, Wendell Miguel. At number 15, Martin Bugawan. Number 17, John Mark Ronquillo. And number 21, Louis Ramirez. Starting libero is number 7, Vince Patrick Lorenzo. Head coach, Mr. Dexter Clamore. Presenting our VNS Griffins. Wearing jersey number 1, Kimi Liray. At number 4, Klaus Dice. Wearing jersey number 6, Axel Book. Number 14, Titus Villacruzes. Number 15, RK Medino. And at number 19, John Diwa. Starting libero is number 2, Joshua Cruz. And head coach, Mr. Ralph Ocampo.
Presenting the starters for the Cignal Super Spikers. A lot of familiar names for us. Louis Ramirez coming off of his stint with the national team. Vince Lorenzo played outside hitter for Alas Pilipinas. He's back to being the libero of Cignal. You still have Martin Bugawan, EJ Casanya, Wendell Miguel, John Ronquillo, that's Toto Ronquillo, and JP Bugawan as well. On the other hand, for VNS, we have RK Medino, Titus Villacruzes, Axel Boog, Klaus Dice, JD Diwa, Kimi Liray, and Joshua Cruz. A lot of stars from their respective colleges. We have a guy from JRU, Klaus Dice. Couple of Mapuans in the unit. Liray is a Mapuan, Villacruzes and Medino as well. Axel Book is from San Beda, so this is like an all-star team if you think about it for the youngsters of VNS. We welcome you to our coverage. We are inside the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center in the city of San Juan. This is Mix Gomez with Naringo and Bailey's Akot.
Well, Biggs, this is day one of the Spikers turf. Again, I did mention it's been too long. The wait has been too long, but you know, it's all worth it when you're here in the venue and you're watching these games.
And we were treated with such a nice first game as JT Bugawan gets the first point in this matchup. Kanina nakita natin magandang simula ng Savage, but then Alpha surprised everybody, winning the next 3 sets.
Well, it goes to show really, everybody knows that the strong teams are Cignal and Crisscross. You know, there is a rivalry, even if Crisscross just joined a short while. But you love it that other teams are constantly developing their lineup, you know, and then they're getting more competitive. So it adds spice really to the Spikers turf.
No, Savage has been 3rd place for quite a while now, so that was definitely a statement by Alpha.
And you did mention there are 2 collegiate teams, and we know collegiate teams always add, you know, a lot of athleticism.
That's right.
To the competition.
Oh, nice hit there by Medino. A lot of power on the spike, and this is a free ball for them. Back row, Book tried to drop it. Ronquillo quite low there. Bump onto Wendell. This is a nice rally for us. Kimi Niray, cross court. Went wide, but first referee awards it to VNS. Apparently it was in.
Yeah, he saw it, it clipped the line there, but we mentioned this VNS squad, a pretty young team, average age of 22. But it's always nice to see these youngsters play because there's really nothing to lose. They're just here to enjoy and to gain experience.
You mentioned mo nga, may 15-year-old pa sila. Si Terence Martishon. Where were you when you were 15, di ba?
I was probably playing with dolls.
And Terence is playing with some of our national team players. 2-all, Wendell Miguel, the lone 30-year-old of the Cignal Super Spikers.
Good serve.
Liray, great elevation. How about the hand time as well?
Remember, you know, even years back when during the Spikers turf, when they come up with teams and then there are youngsters like, how the hell, you know, how can they jump that high?
Yeah.
Like, who's the one from NU?
Disquitado?
Yeah, the likes, you know, the likes of those Disquitados, the discovery of new talent. That's what we were excited to see.
And guess what? Jade recently represented the Philippines in the World Championship.
So it really gives hope to aspiring players. You know, you can be like a Jade Disquitado. You just need to be discovered.
Well, even recently for VNS, CJ Segi, remember him?
Yes.
That's a monster block, by the way. 2-man block, JD Diwa and RK Medino. But I was talking about CJ Segi. He's now with Lyceum.
Oh,
Diba? Nakatulong din yung
yeah.
stint niya with VNS.
But, you know, really, that's where they get discovered. That's why you love it when VNS just brings in a bunch of young players.
And now they're up, by the way, 5-2. What a start for them. That's low for Louis Ramirez.
Well, the defense of VNS frustrating the likes of Louis Ramirez and Cignal.
Timeout, Coach Dex.
Pasa naman. O sometimes pwede ka first tempo pa eh. Relax. Hindi pwede nagigigil sa bola. Okay, 4 yan. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Let's go, guys.
A change of pace is needed by the Cignal Super Spikers. As you heard, Coach Dex still very calm. It's only the start of this match, but let's see if that timeout would be effective.
But it is still early. But yeah, I mean, Coach Dex obviously watching the way VNS is playing is pretty impressed, you know, so he's not taking any chance. I'm going to call a timeout.
Now 6-2.
Oh, good serve.
Here's Louis Ramirez. It's put up by Book. Liray will give up a chance ball. Casanya, back row for Wendell. That's a good side out for Cignal.
Well, after that point, Wendell Miguel, like, trying to cheer his team up. Come on! This is such a slow start, and we know the way Cignal plays. They don't like it slow.
At least you know that that would really come from Wendell himself. He is the captain, the leader of Cignal. Alam na, wala na si Alfred Valbuena sa lineup. He's already transitioned onto management. So that leaves Wendell with more leadership duties. Now it's a point off the block for VNS.
But what a start by VNS. Again, you know, we're witnessing so much talent. Some raw, but watch Spikers Turf. You're gonna see them develop now.
7-3 now. Ronquillo. That looked really good.
Yeah. Well, Ronquillo, we know him from La Salle and tried to steer his team to a great finish. But his addition to Cignal has been solid for the team.
And that opposite spiker rotation for Coach Dexter is lethal as Ronquillo serves that long. Remember, you still have Steven Rother at the bench.
Yes.
And they also added J-Rock de la Noche. What a lineup. It is 8-4, VNS on top.
You're watching the 2025 Spikers Turf Invitational Conference, and vying for their 10th championship are the Cignal Super Spikers, who started their campaign for this conference as early as May, just 1 month after last conference. They also joined some summer tournaments, NDSL, and Nakhon Ratchasima Invitational all the way in Thailand. And just recently, nagkaroon ng team building ang Super Spikers in Silang, Cavite last October 13 to 14 in a resort. Diyan daw sila nag-billiards, karaoke, some basketball, some darts. Nalabas nila yung pagkakakulit nila at they were able to tune out for them to be able to tune in this conference. And for Cignal, it's still the same mindset for them to defend the title, that stay hungry mindset, and all of them collectively excited for the debut of their additions in the rookies. Back to you, Migs and Noreen.
I like the tuning out to tune in for the new conference.
Bailey's getting creative here.
Yes. Well, it's good to know that they were able to have some bonding moments after their preseason tournaments, as Martin Bugawan scores from the middle. In one of their preseason tournaments, the one that happened locally, ang kalaban nila sa finals nun, Alpha Insurance.
Oh, okay.
So the progress has already been there for Alpha, who, by the way, again, won earlier versus Savage. That would make things even more interesting in our invitational conference. Axel Book scoring off the cross.
Well, that's against the three-man block. Really, this VNS squad just out here to compete.
Axel Book, a proud student of San Beda University. We covered him before, Santa Rosa team. Remember that?
Yes.
That was such an entertaining team to watch. Back row, Louis Ramirez. It went long. He wants a check. It doesn't seem to be a challenge. Coach Dex actually called for a supposed sub, and that's Jared Schnacki. Here he is, making his debut in the Spikers Turf from Riverside, California, the 21-year-old Jared Schnacki.
Well, there has been a lot of talk about this player. Early crush ng bayan.
Oh, yeah. As Wendell Miguel scores with a cross court, Wendell did tell me about Jared and how he has been fitting well with the team, not only volleyball-wise, but yung mismong pakikisama niya. Para daw, parang Pinoy lang din daw si Jared. kung umasta. So, good for him and good for Cignal. Ooh, that's a point for VNS, a net touch.
They call it an JP Bugawan.
Let's see what happens.
Oh. Doesn't look like JP Bugawan. Well, anyhow.
We did see the net move.
Yeah.
Oh, yun naman. Yun ang pambawi mo kung ikaw si JP Bugawan.
Well, we know that they have the advantage, you know, the middles because of their quickness and the way they elevate, like the Bugawan brothers, right? So you want to go to that, but in order for you to go to that, your passing has to be stable. I wouldn't say perfect, but stable, because the likes of EJ Casania can set it.
8 to 12, passing will definitely be key for them if they want to come back. Liray, hang time was there, but the hit was too wide.
Trying to avoid the blockers, but kind of too much angle that nearly hit the A boards.
I tell you though, watching this guy play live, Kimi Liray, very entertaining.
Does it remind you like the likes of Josh Ibanez?
Yeah, right, tama.
CC Rondina type.
Look at his height. He's really not one of the tallest spikers. 4 touches now called on VNS, but it will be challenged. A block touch challenge by Coach JP de Guzman. Again, Coach Ralph is not yet here, but he will be returning soon. Wherever you may be, Coach Ralph, shout out to you.
Jensen.
Jensen.
Yeah. But what a start by VNS. And I think the holdover, the only holdovers that's actually playing right now is Diwa. John Diwa.
He actually came from Savage.
Oh, so veteran.
Oo, yun
Veteran.
talagang matagal
Yeah,
na.
veteran, yeah.
That's a good point. The next one I see is Noy Pedrosa.
Pedrosa, so my guy Sai's not in the bench.
But he's in the lineup.
Yeah. And Montemayor.
Montemayor is still in college. He's still in San Beda.
But these are the names that we've been mentioning because we've covered them
Yeah.
in previous Spikers Turf conferences.
Montemayor is actually another one of those stories who got discovered because of the Champions League. Got recruited by San Beda. He was able to play one conference with VNS. I think it was also a Champions League tournament, but it was only a short while. And then, of course, he had to go back to San Beda. Okay, there seems to be a touch.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
we are wrong. And so it's clean. So
Well,
JP cannot believe it.
Yeah, it seemed like it hit the forearm, but the thing is, when you look at the slow-mo, it was the tape of the net kind of enveloped the ball a bit. That's
Okay.
why, you know, it stayed at the net for that long.
So kung tumama yung bola sa net, sa tape of the net, pero yung tape ng net yung tumama sa forearm,
Wala.
hindi yun block touch.
Yeah, hindi yun.
Service now for Wendell Miguel. Over reception, and that's a gift for JP Bugawan.
Well, it is the Burr month, so you know Bugawan's just gonna accept that gift. But
Yeah.
what a serve by Wendell Miguel.
We call that Halloween candy for JP Bugawan,
It is Halloween.
right? 11 to 12. Cignal creeping in. Oh, that's an ace. What a way to tie this game up.
Wendell Miguel has been the key right now for this run by Cignal.
Talk about a guy with willpower.
That's why, you know, he's still in the game. You did say he's 30 years old, but he plays with so much heart.
Yes. Oh, makikita mo talaga yan. With his attitude on the floor. Boom! How about that? Cross court by Jared Schnacki.
What do we say? Welcome to the Spikers turf,
Yes.
Jared Schnacki.
That was a nice sound off the hit
Yeah.
on that ball by Jared. Cignal now with the lead 13 to 12.
Sa mga short ball, dapat lagi tayo ready.
pinadikit natin. Sabi ko siya, alagaan niyo yung lamang natin eh. Kailangan natin maka-receive muna, tapos maging smart tayo sa attack natin. Kaya natin maka-side out kagad. Okay, wag natin na yan, dumalawa yung lamang nila. Guys, tayo. Let's go!
You know, Noreen, Coach JP mentioned the short balls. That's actually one of the things that Jared had to adjust on when he started playing here in the Philippines. Kasi na-mention niya, longer blockers in the States, attacks tend to be longer. So here, he's getting used to playing defense off of short balls. And I'd like to think that he's also getting used to hitting shorter.
Yeah. Timing, he needs to adjust his timing.
It is now 13-all after that service error by Wendell Miguel. A much-needed side-out, by the way, by VNS.
What a run, really, by Cignal.
This is Titus Villacruzes. Lorenzo getting the first ball. Miguel from behind. Whistle blown. Net touch, umamin si JD Diwa.
JD Diwa. I remember Diwa, the first time I saw him play, it's like, he's not from UAAP, right? But he was so good. His timing, his blocking was so good. It's like, where did he come from?
It's good that we have seen him excel in multiple teams now. Saan man siya mapunta?
I think Navy.
Yeah, Navy.
Was the first, no?
Nag-army rin yan at some point. As Martin Bugawan responds from the middle.
Well, Tasanya's doing a great job in distributing that ball. Everyone's gotten a touch already.
2-point advantage. JP Bugawan, one of the leaders of Cignal as well, now about to serve. RK Medino.
Oh.
Good save. And that's tight. And really, a wide angle for Jared Schnacke.
He tried, but that antenna, he could not avoid.
He even used his left hand. Wala na, mahirap na talaga yun. RK Medino on the serve. Kneeling set. And a beautiful touch by Teng Bugawan.
Yeah. Well, the middles have been active here in the first set for Cignal.
Yeah, more technical timeout, 16-14.
So, sobrang excited kami, lahat ng teams, I know. And yun nga, sobrang saya na mapasama sa Cignal Super Spikers. Ang goal ng team is to be champion this conference. And my personal goal is to inspire talaga yung mga aspiring athletes to engage in sports.
Love to hear that from JP Bugawan, who came from Pangasinan himself. And, you know, we continue to try to inspire our youth, much like what VNS is doing here with their young squad. But we're also riding off of the World Championship.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, what else can we ask for, guys?
It was a momentous 2025 for volleyball.
And so for the next generation of Philippine men's and women's volleyball players, I hope that you would find or continue to find inspiration from our current players. That's an ace.
Wow. I mean, Cignal has been really packing a punch in the service area. Oh, you know, speaking of World Championships, 2029.
Women's.
Women.
Yep.
So something to look forward to. And normally you'll say, it's still 4 years away, but it goes by so quickly.
Oh, yeah. And you have your Alas Pilipinas under 18, under 16 performing right now. You know, they're next up.
Yeah.
Paparamdam na ang ating next generation. Service error by Toto Ronquillo. 15-17, Coach Dex. Mukhang kalmado naman siya. He knows what his team can do. But that's gonna be an ace.
Good serve.
Kimi Liray trimming the lead down to 1. Even Vince Lorenzo could not get to it. Van Prudenciado is now in. That's another rookie from UST. Jared Schnacki.
Wow.
Whoa! We call that a fireball.
Well, he has good percentages aside from that error, but it wasn't his fault.
Yeah. So
He's 100%.
oh, 2 for 2, Jared Schnacki. Yun lang. We talked about his efficiency and then a service error. He used to be a setter though.
Oh.
Yeah, he used to be a setter in the States. But now he's playing open.
And good for Cignal because he's so talented.
Book.
Oh, what a
Nice
dig.
dig, Van Prudenciado. Wendell Miguel. Unfortunately, that hit the antenna. Outside off of Wendell.
Try to go down the line, could not elude that antenna.
So now we're tied 18 all.
Good response there from VNS.
Diwa on the serve. Toto. The chase by two players. Chance ball of the ages. EJ Casanya. Which option? Going the ball.
Oh,
And a cross-court hit for Toto Ronquillo.
we love that set because Ronquillo could have had that kill, but you know, good defense from VNS. Here's another chance.
Yes. I love that slow-mo replay. You could really see the glide
Yeah.
by Toto Ronquillo. Oh! That's a miscue. Nagkatinginan sina Axel Book at Kimi Liray.
Well, Book was already assuming Liray will get that.
There you go. Parting of the Red Sea between the two white shirts. Back row, Kimi Liray. Free ball. It's Noy Pedrosa. Whistle blown. Who touched the net? It's Cignal.
It is a tight race to 25 here. VNS not letting up.
Gotta give it to the double sub of VNS as well. Noy Pedrosa and Jimwell Guerra. Jimwell is the brother of Howard Guerra, who's another setter for VNS.
So a couple of siblings here.
Bugawans versus the Guerras.
Yeah.
Ganon.
Yeah.
Toto. Whoa. That's off of the libero. A lot of power by Toto Ronquillo.
Well, he's been playing so well today, even in the service area.
This is a Toto that we know of.
Yeah.
21-19. Tough chase for the setter. Book down the line. Did that meet the corner? Yes, it did.
Casanya's on his way to the service area.
Yeah, Coach Dex saying nakita niya pumasok. Even some players from Cignal saw it as well. 20-21. Schnacki from the back, quite low. Was there a touch? First referee says none. 4 touches by Cignal.
I think they will challenge.
Ito na, block touch. The card raised by the Super Spikers. Momentarily, I hope you guys saw Coach Sandy Montero. Coach Sandy na po siya ngayon.
Coach Sandy.
For the longest time, libero siya ni Coach Dexter Clamore after being his teammate as well back in their day. Kaya naman nabigyan ng pagkakataon si Van Prudenciado na makapasok sa Cignal as their libero. And his role is going to be important because Vince Lorenzo, once he leaves for Las Pilipinas,
Yeah.
the first libero position will be open. There's Van. And it would make you wonder, who will be the second libero for Cignal? Diba?
Yeah. But you know, Coach Dex.
Oh, there's a block touch. So that's replay the point.
Yeah. Yeah, because the contact between the ball and the tape of the net was close. That it probably is a block touch.
Ina-argue ni Coach JP ngayon sa ating second referee. Di ba nangyari din yung kanina?
It looks similar.
Yep. It is 20-21. Again, we replay the point. Wendell. 2 blockers, no problem.
Really, you know, Wendell Miguel really shows what a true leader is. When you need a point, doesn't have to be too spectacular, it's just effective. I mean, that's the way he's playing today, at least.
And he wants to close it out. 22-20. Huwag mo nang ilagay ang sarili mo sa alanganin, as we always say.
And they know that they had a really slow start.
Nice
so
block.
they're back in the lead, so they want to finish.
Oh, nice save by Medino. But that was really wide open for Toto Ronquillo on the counter.
You know, that's good acknowledgement really by Casania, seeing that there is actually a smaller blocker. So they've been going to Ronquillo. Great effort though.
Nice looking set. Bit of a 180 by EJ Casania. Timeout VNS.
Inuunahan mo kasi lang. Kaya mo muna bumagsak.
Wait! Go-usap-usap, buhay-boya!
Ito mo ilang beses yun. Overrule ka palagi. 3 beses.
Thus, the true test for youngsters in the Spikers turf. How can you close out against a veteran team? Down by 3, 20-23. After leading for most of the way. Wendell Miguel getting back behind the service line.
Okay, play resumes.
Back row for Book. Able to get the better against JP Bugawan.
Hey, look who's coming in.
This is Bembem Bautista. He mentioned he could be a marquee player because when he played for Letran in the Spikers turf, boy, did he steal the show.
Yes, him and Vince Himzon.
So, been quite a while, Bembem. Welcome back. We missed you. May ano siya, may paklip sa kanyang buhok. Wow! Almost an ace. Chance ball. Ball up from the back. That's outside, off of the net. So no touch by a Cignal blocker. 3 set points for the Super Spikers.
VNS will challenge. Coach JP has had enough of that block touch.
Naging kwento, no? Yung block touch per set natin. May umami na. So good challenge.
Good challenge. He's probably gonna say, kung hindi pa to successful, walk out na sila.
Now they have a chance to equalize. 22-23. Bembem. Ronquillo, cross. His efficiency is through the roof.
You know, he's been getting really great sets from Casania. And again, because they know that he has a smaller blocker, and this time it's even a one-on-one.
Yeah.
Ronquillo has been on point today.
2 set points now for the Super Spikers. JP Bugawan serving for the set. Reception by Book. It's Medino. Got a hand there.
It's just a one-point game. They need a good serve. VNS.
Coach Dex says timeout first.
Guys, check ball yung bola. Wala pa na nag-attempt na kumuha ng check ball. It's their job in front line na matouch yung bola. Pero tayo sa likod, kahit na paano, matouch nila yung bola, kahit na paano, buhayin natin. Because may second ball. Okay, next na. Side out. Advantage na dito si JM. So bahala ka, diskarte mo. Pero maliit yung outside hitter mo. Okay, pasa mo na ha. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Let's go! One to receive tayo. Let's go!
Still a set point for the Cignal Super Spikers. We have RK Medino getting ready to serve. This could potentially give us an extended set number one.
But I'm actually excited to see who Kasane will go to.
The answer? Toto Ronquillo, who says, I'm done with set number one.
Well, it has been his show towards the end of this first set. You did mention the efficiency. It's off the charts.
25-23, Cignal taking set number one in their first game of the Invitational Conference. We are back here in the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center in the city of San Juan for Cignal versus VNS, their first match in the Invitational Conference. So, if you missed the first set, VNS was actually leading most of the way. Cignal, it wasn't really a sharp start for them. You're going to see in the stats later on, but at least they were able to close out properly.
Yeah, I think the entire first set, VNS played stable. You know, they played like the way their coach would tell them, just play with heart. They tried their best. You did mention it was Cignal who had to dust away some cobwebs. You can see it, slow start, very rusty. But what really makes them the defending champions? How did they win lots of championships? It's because they know how to come back. And we just saw it. First set is a perfect example. Look at the numbers, 12 errors for Cignal. And the majority of that actually happened at the start, you know, where they couldn't get their game going. But when they were able to, look at that, 18 attacks, 3 aces. Again, VNS, you're pretty solid. You just had 4 errors. That you want to build on what? You're blocking, build more attacks, right? But one thing you and I were talking about is that solo block. Against Ronquillo, they have to address that because Ronquillo is just going to pound and pound.
And it's solo for Kimi Liray, who we've been detailing is not really a tall spiker. Yes, he can fly high, but can be quite tough as he blocks Ronquillo. There's Eliza Valdez with Coach Tai. Eliza, of course, is the president of the Spikers Turf. Oh, pinapaanan niya si Coach Tai. Mag-hi ka naman, Coach Tai. Hello, Coach Tai. Still looking for the cameraman. Cameraman, can you say hi to Coach Tai? Parang nagdumali yung buhay niya. So, Crisscross, by the way, will be in action later.
Yes.
Against PGJC Navy, the Sea Lions. Earlier today, Alpha Insurance won versus Savage in 4 sets.
That was a great game because a lot of people were saying it's a Savage win, but Alpha just held their ground, held their own.
I hope the people who watched the first set did not exit after the first set because it was a totally different game after that. VNS starting off well here in set 2 with an attack point from the left pin. It was Axel Book.
He's been very impressive today, Book.
Service by Klaus Dais. That's JP Bugawan activated by EJ Casanya.
Yeah, really, Bugawan, his strength is his quickness. You know, not the tallest of middle blockers, but the way he elevates and then just quick release.
It's his thing.
Yeah.
Na nakuha na rin ng kapatid niya, si Teng Bugawan. Backs it onto RK. Nice block. Was that Teng Bugawan?
Maybe it was Schnacky.
Oh, there you go. Jared Schnacky. That's at least what we heard from Coach Mac. Yeah. Right arm, Jared Schnacky.
Yeah. Showing us different aspects of his game, you know, the things to look forward to a new player.
2-1, 2 straight points for Cignal. Axel Book is denied.
The timing of that block, I wish you can see it in slow-mo because that's just like blocking 101 here. Blocking 101, look at the timing, look at the way they close, right? And then that penetration of the hands after that, that's really the technique you want to master.
That makes it 3 straight points now for Cignal. Book, retribution.
Again, he's been playing well for VNS.
Good to welcome him back as well. That was a team that we dearly missed. Echo Adahar was a part of Santa Rosa. Remember that?
No.
hindi na ba? Alam ko nandun siya nun. Si Echo. There was a Harvey Quezada as well. Tagal-tagal na rin yun.
Your memory is really triple A.
Triple A. Triple A. Maraming salamat na rin. Ano kasi, yung mga memories natin sa Paco Arena.
Yeah.
And by the way, babalik na tayo sa Paco Arena soon enough. Service. Long. But we have a challenge by Cignal. Ball in, ball out.
You know, that's worth challenging because it took the linesman a while. So when you're not sure, well, might as well.
Oo.
Let's challenge it. You're not sure. Eh?
Hirap din maging linesman minsan, no?
Especially in the men's
Oo.
game.
All eyes on you. And you're processing things in your brain.
Boy, this is just the beginning of a months-long, a little more than a month, no?
Yeah.
27, today's 27.
Oh, that's really in. Okay. Oh. Si Coach Dex. Okay na. Challenge successful.
Okay na, Coach Dex, it's just the first day.
Yeah. Naipagbiruan lang naman siya sa linesman natin. 5-2. Oh yeah, you mentioned the tournament being a bit more than a month long. We'll also welcome in teams from Japan and Australia, respectively. After we welcome in FEU and UST as well. That's a 3-man block.
They stayed with Lirai. That has been their strength, right? Throughout the years, that's why they're dynasties. They're blocking.
And even with the change of personnel, it's a culture that they have built, the winning culture that stands. Ace naman ngayon ulit para kay Toto Ronquillo. Hindi na nagdalawang isip ang linesman natin.
You know, when everyone is taking a break, Ronquillo is practicing.
His serve?
Everything. No, I'm just saying because he's just, his game today is like they never even rested. And then we heard the Bailey's report is that they went to team building. He was training.
7-2, Liray. Oh, sumobra yun.
They call lift there, yeah.
Double touch. And so we have our first technical timeout. It's set number 2, 8-2.
You're watching the 2025 Spikers Turf Invitational Conference at para sa mga bunso ng family natin sa Spikers Turf, the VNS Griffins, holding themselves at a high regard, of course, as they were semi-finalists last conference. And with CJ Segui's exit, some big shoes to fill. The coaching staff is confident with their key additions, especially the young ones from San Beda, Book, Bakil, Montemayor, Rus, and JRU Dais. And actually, Coach JP de Guzman shared to me that the whole coaching staff, they're very much grateful to the respective coaches ng mga players coming from their colleges as they were able to lend their players experiencing in exchange, of course, pro training, pro treatment, and of course being exposed to the best of volleyball here in the Philippines. And the formula of the Griffins still the same, looking into at this time upgrading and making that podium finish naman, but no pressure for this match, very much positive sila ang Griffins. Back to you, Migs and Noreen.
Thank you, Baileys. Yes, that really is the theme for VNS. Spreading positivity and giving chances to the youth. Maraming salamat nga naman talaga sa mga coaches nila for allowing the players off-season nga naman, Noreen, di ba?
Yeah.
So might as well play here in the Spikers Turf.
And it's the best venue for them to really gain experience.
Here's Bembem.
Good dig.
Jared Schnacki denied the chase for Wendell. No more save.
Well, I like the addition or the substitution, bringing in Bautista, because let's say it's the attitude of Bautista, right? We saw that with Letran when he was with Letran.
May aura talaga. Tapos ngayon may pa-hair clip pa si Bembem.
Oh, you like that clip, ah?
Oh, it's hard to not notice it. A nice return by Arcane Medino.
Oh, back-to-back points here for VNS.
One more. Oh, that's... Was it Diwa or Medino?
Looks like Diwa.
Diwa, okay. 5-9. Here's Jarrett. Net at the net. One more. He was under.
3 straight points for VNS. Again, you know, like we said, in the first set, although they lost, their game was impressive,
Okay naman,
right?
oh.
Yeah.
Now, can they be consistent here in set 2? 6-9. Toto Ronquillo. He tends to be the answer for
Yeah.
Cignal.
If it's not him, it's Wendell Miguel. So they always find solutions to their problems.
And remember, when all else fails, you have your deep bench. Di ba natin nakikita si Vince Maglinaw?
Yeah.
Diwa.
Oh, good cover.
It's Bembem's turn. Whistle blown, net touch. It's Teng Bugawan called for it.
Look at the reaction of Bautista after the whistle was blown.
May I see that here in this replay?
Yeah.
Tingin muna. Ayun. Onting strut. And now it's an ace for VNS.
Here they come.
Arcane Medino feeling it right now. Kanina, I had to ask him, tumangkad ka ba? And he said yes, half an inch.
Told you I thought he was going to say, yes, about 3 inches. When he said half, I'm like, what?
But he looked happy about it when he told us that.
Well, obviously in sports, you want to grow as much as you can.
Yun naman ang advantage ng VNS kasi mga bata pa yung mga players nila.
Yeah.
Tumatangkad pa talaga yung mga yan. 11-8, Teng Bugawan. Bautista. Well put up by Wendell. EJ Casanya as the attacker.
Good save.
Chance ball given up by JD. That's JP Bugawan. Akala ko legal pa yun. Si Coach JP pala yung sumipa. It is legal to kick the ball, but it won't be legal if you're the coach.
at that. Again, EJ Casanya doing a good job giving everyone touches.
That's a misreception. Practically a chance. EJ goes to Toto Ronquillo.
Why not? You know, the blockers are different right now. You have Diwa and Bautista, but still the same result for Ronquillo. Look at that.
And those red plays for Toto have been perfect, close to perfect in this matchup. 13-8 now. Better pass with a different setter. JD Diwa could not score. Wendell Miguel will do.
I told you, if it's not Ronquillo, it's Miguel.
What a second option.
No, he started it.
He started it.
Wendell Miguel started it. Started to pump his team up, and when everyone was already on board, you have Ronquillo.
Right. Regalo. EJ Casanya with an attack point.
He knew he was going to get that opportunity because he like had a warm-up earlier.
Oo, tama. Kaso hindi lang pumuntos. That must have felt really good for EJ Casanya. Minsan nga lang naman. Bautista denied Bruce with coverage. That's Noy Pedrosa denied on the other end. And with a smile, it's Wendell Miguel also. JP Bugawan.
Well, again, blocking has been working for Cignal.
We have our second technical timeout, 16-8.
Every year kasi ito yung parang nilook forward namin, yung Spikers Turf talaga. So, yung team namin is composed of young guns and mga konting veterans. So, mix siya. So, sobrang excited ako kung paano mag-mix or mag-gel yung mga ganong tao sa isang team.
That's right. Baileys did say there have been couple of new additions for VNS in this Invitational conference, so mixing would be a thing for them. And it has to happen quite fast because
Short tournament.
oh, short tournament to. It's a single round robin for our 8 teams. Oh. Players got lost for Cignal 80. Kita mo yung reaction ng lahat.
Well, the coach will always tell you, defend first before focusing on offense.
That makes it 9-16. Bem Bautista.
Great serve.
Schnacky denied. It's Wendell. Denied as well. Chance ball now. Set up for Bok. Great net defense displayed. A save by Prudenciado. Toto Ronquillo again will end the play, but it's actually a net touch.
Yeah, but it did also go through and it landed on the ground. But you love the reaction time of Cignal. You know, the blocks were there, but great coverage by Schnacky.
How about Van Prudenciado also making his presence known for this squad? Kneeling set to Diwa still was quite low.
Yeah, he was waiting for that chance to hit.
And you know, he can score in bunches.
Yeah.
JD Diwa. Especially with those low sets. Really uses his quickness.
Good decision. Good eye, good eye.
Ganda ng ilag. Pati yung celebration ni Bem. Bakil will now check in. This is Andre Bakil, another Bedista, who also played for Santa Rosa.
Yeah, another familiar name.
10-18. JD Diwa. His reception. Free ball. Lot of time. Guerra chooses the middle. And that's the entry that you'd like to have if you're Andre Bakin.
Yeah, really making his presence felt, introducing himself. Although we know him, but in this conference.
The lead is 7. Wendell, cross court. Baon na baon. Para kay Wendell Miguel.
I tell you, the Cignal team, I don't think they take vacations.
Yung vacation nila, team bonding pa rin
Team bonding, pero in between, they're probably in the gym.
Yeah.
Or playing beach volleyball.
19-11. Book down the line, wide.
See, again, if you show your opponent that blocking is your strength, I mean, some way, somehow, it changes how the hitters will target.
We've already seen 4 blocks in this set alone for the Cignal Super Spikers. Timeout, VNS.
Okay, so tayo lang natin, dumikit sa score muna. Simulan nyo muna sa receive, tapos maging smart. Sabi ko, kailangan nyo maging smart. Pag tayo sumabay sa palakasan, kailangan tayo maging smart.
Okay, cover tayo, cover.
Cover
tayo. Guys, go tayo, go! Save!
VNS has to be smart moving forward. This is quite a mountain to climb. But we have seen a lot of strange things happen in the world of sports.
Yes. But it will be more difficult because you're playing against the defending champions.
Who are now on a roll
Now
after
on a roll.
starting slow in this game. Pedrosa. No save there by the back row players of Cignal.
Is that Provinciano?
Yeah,
How
he
he
tried
wished.
to reach for it. Could not do so. Off the nice pass. Schnacky will drop the ball and he will score.
Well, we're always told, trust your coverage. And stop like reaching for the balls because when it's beyond your block, if the coverage is there, you know, let them, because the more you try to use one hand, sometimes it disrupts the defense.
Book. That's practically a free ball. Schnacky again. And he will score.
Well, he did struggle a bit in terms of floor defense, like his passing, but he makes up for that with this attack kill.
Good to see him with his own elevation, his own attacking prowess as RK Medina returns alongside Klaus Dice. We are at 22-12 now. JP Bugawan about to serve.
Commanding lead by Cignal.
This is the biggest in the game. Book. That looked good. Buelo pa lang. Ganda na.
Yes. Well, and what you love is he made up for that previous hitting error. Wherein it was a miss hit. Look at that.
Full swing for
Yeah.
Axel Book.
And see the jump.
Yeah. Back row, Wendell.
Oh!
What's the call? Was it net touch?
That looked like it went wide, but then a net violation.
Now we have Steven Rotter checking in. Is it a double sub? No, it's not. That means Jared Schnacky will be the setter now.
Ah.
What an instrument.
Okay.
Again, that's his original position in the States. Ronquillo with an error. Hindi man lang natin nakita yung setting ni Jared Schnacki.
Ayun yung double sub.
Oo, ito si CNC lang, papasok na. That's so anticlimactic.
Yeah.
14-23. Cian going to Wendell. Wow, you heard that.
Yeah. Although it did clip the net a bit. But yeah, that sounded really good.
We now have 10 set points for the Cignal Super Spikers.
What a second set.
Medino off the blocker, he scores.
You know, here in the VNS, what you can see, the individual talents, undeniable. Undeniable. It's just, you know, after today, you watch them in their next game, they can only get better in terms of, you know, teamwork and gelling.
Tough dig by Rus. This is Bem Bem. Ugawan as the setter, Miguel as the attacker. Nice save by Bautista. That's tight. We're not yet done. Bem Bem again. Try to go sharp cross to no avail, and we're done with set number 2.
Yeah, Cignal makes quick work of VNS after a slow start. Better set.
25-15 for the Cignal Super Spikers. We'll be back for set number 3.
Well, appreciate you joining us here in the Spikers Turf Invitational Conference. A change of scene. I mean, after a slow start from Cignal in the first set, in the second set, they just got that groove. You know, that momentum they had or they built in the end of the first set, brought it to the second set and never looked back. Really, EJ Casane doing a great job with ball distribution, but it was the defense, the blocking that really, you know, it was a dominant performance by Cignal. And the blocking, the defense, it was just there. So VNS was just constantly trying to find solutions.
Gotta be happy for Coach Dexter Clamore, seeing guys like Jared Schnacki shine in this game. JM Ronquillo, man, still continues to be very efficient. There you see the numbers. Blocking, you mentioned that all throughout set number 2.
Yeah, I mean, one thing that we have to say is Cignal Super Spikers, they totally minimized their errors from 12 to 5. And that's why, you know, not much attacks. It was 18 in the first set, just 11. But in all departments, it really pointed to a Cignal victory. You know, they just changed their game. They learned from that slow start. And then everything just followed suit, you know. It's just smooth sailing from there.
Yes. So the question is, can Cignal storm their way in winning this in 3 sets, or are we going to see a comeback? For volleyball never stops, much like what we saw from Alpha earlier today versus the Savage Spin Doctors. This is only day number 1 of our Invitational Conference. Later on, we'll also feature the Crisscross King Crunchers take on the PGJC Navy Sea Lions. There you see the brothers.
The Bugawan brothers. And then what's the last name of the brothers?
Guerra.
Guerra.
Pero wala si Howard dito. Si Jimwell Guerra muna ang present for VNS. There's Steven Rotter. Did not start in this game.
Always smiling.
Yeah, always smiling. Always ready to go. Recently got engaged, by the way. Congratulations. Steven Rotter and Jared Schnacki. Ayan. Kung palang ngiti si Steven Rotter, mas lalo pa raw si Jared Schnacki. 21 years of age. Very young. You know, he's actually an engineering student.
Wow.
Smart guy.
All around.
And, oh, ito pa. Speaking of firepower, MVP lang naman. Jao Umandal. Still in the unit for the Cignal Super Spikers. We haven't seen him yet. Ano lang din yan. Kakagaling sa dengue. So, we're happy that he's good to go.
You know, he's had his struggles, Jao Umandal, because he's been battling like back problems, remember? And then you're saying that he just had a sickness, so...
Here's a new addition, Vince Toto Maglinaw. So I'd like to think that JM Ronquillo has something to do with his arrival with Cignal. Dating magkakampi sa DLSU, ngayon magkasama muli sa Cignal. We're also seeing Casey Andrade from Perpetual. That's a middle blocker for the Altas. That's a winning program for you, Perpetual. Maglinaw will now be making his first appearance as a Cignal Super Spiker in the Spikers turf.
Oh, it's a pretty much a different six altogether, except for Martin Bugawan.
Right. You have Umandal. You have Andrade. CNC lang also. We only briefly saw him a while ago. There's Ben Bautista. First game as a VNS Griffin. He also came off the bench. This guy's a starter. Klaus Dais. Bata pa yan. Apparently, he has 4 more years with JRU. He's that young.
Again, we did mention the pre-game average age is 22 for the VNS.
We are in set number 3. Thank you for joining us. Mix comments with Naringo and Bailey's Akot. Teng Bugawan says, kanina pa ako nag-warm up. It's my time to score.
But that, I wish we could see the slow-mo. That set of Silang, it was so near the net, he had to twist so that he squared to the net, avoided the net, and set to Martin Bugawan.
Now it is RK Medino scoring from the left pin. Both teams on the board.
Yeah, you can see the front line. I mean, the two players are actually pretty tall. With that tandem, you want to have a bit more blocks from VNS.
Marine's talking about Medino and that guy, Mr. Andre Bakil.
Yeah, Bakil. Remember, the moment he entered the game, showed a sudden impact, immediate impact. Good serve.
Also a nice pass leading on to that point. Defense to offense for Jao Mandal.
Well, for Mandal, you just hope that it slowly gets back in the game because, again, you did say coming off a sickness, a medical issue.
This is Vince Maglinaw on the serve. Backs it onto Medino. Sharp cross.
We have two tall blockers in front of him. What an angle. That was Umandal and Bugawan.
You know, Noreen, I remember covering RK Medino in his first conference in the Spikers turf. He was very tentative. But now, you can see there's confidence in him, more firepower as Cignal gets a point back. That's the growth that you've been talking about.
You know what's the reason? The biggest reason.
What?
For his growth.
The actual growth. The height difference.
The half inch.
The half inch.
That made all the difference in terms of his confidence.
3-all. That's tight. And double contact as well.
But it's a good start to the third set. I mean, the second set was pretty much a romp for Cignal.
It was a 10-point victory for Cignal in set 2. Almost an ace. Chance ball. Silang. Back row. Maglina. That was quite low.
But you know, remember when he was with the Sun? Not the tallest of players, but his IQ. Small ball smarts, right?
You're talking about Maglinaw.
Yeah, Vince Maglinaw.
Rotter. Denied. That was still good for JD Diwa.
Yeah. Again, known for his blocking. Whatever team he may be playing for.
One more look. No more save for the Super Spikers.
Oh.
Nice serve by RK Medina. Umandal. Ball went back and inside. That's a block point.
Back-to-back block points. VNS's defense, we did say, you know, if they can get some blocks, some stops here. And that's not easy. One was against Rotter, and then the next against Umandal.
Yeah.
That should boost their confidence.
Another nice serve.
Oh.
Rotter tipping it through. Ooh, not the best of passes. Medina will push it off the chance. It's a lefty middle blocker. Getting a net touch from JD Diwa.
You feel for him because he read it. You know, it's just the execution of that block. But
Medyo
he read it.
nagigil.
Yeah.
3 straight blocks na sana si JD Diwa. Ayun, tumama talaga.
Good read.
Diray on the cross. He's been waiting for that moment.
Yeah. You know, because that is the setter, right? He created that opportunity for that one-on-one. And you need to do that if you're playing against a team that has blocking as a strength.
Nice block again. Umandal's turn. Tried to go sharp. That went short.
Wow, don't look now. It is a 3-point lead.
8-5 for VNS. First technical timeout.
You're watching the 2025 Spikers Turf Invitational Conference, and VNS Griffins playing catch-up in this match as the Super Spikers leading the charge in this one. And we spoke about key additions a while ago. Let's talk about Jared Schnacki coming all the way from California, USA. 21 years old from Merced, California, taking up material science engineering. And the story behind him joining the team just last August, he got called up to try out for Las Pilipinas and ultimately got recruited by the Super Spikers. He added that Cignal is very welcoming and warm, very accommodating, didn't have a hard time gelling with everyone, just some adjustments in terms of Philippine volleyball. There's much faster volleyball happening here and everyone's just quicker, sharper, but nothing he can't handle. And I was interviewing him a while ago. Barely had any first game jitters. Full of confidence, Jared. Back to you, Migs and Noreen.
Well, we've seen that so far. Great display for Jared Schnacki. We wish we could see more, but maybe in the next games. Right now, it's Jao Mandal on the floor, and he's called for a foot fault.
Well, you can see Jao Mandala struggling a bit in terms of timing, you know. he for sure had to rest. I mean, he had to rest, so it's good to see him back, slowly getting into the game.
It is now 7 serving 9. Casey Andrade targeting Bem Bem. Bautista attacks down the line. Munti ka nang tumawid. He will get the point.
Right, that attitude of Bautista is really such a joy to watch.
Yes, he is. Yeah, actually, upon his entry in, what, set number 1? Or set 1 or set 2?
I think towards end of set 1.
Towards end of set 1. Sunod-sunod yung puntos nila noon, as now it is a super spike by Steven Rotter.
And you did mention that rotation with the opposite spikers from Cignal. That's really hard, you know?
Crazy to think. J.M. Ronquillo, Steven Rotter, J-Rock De La Noche. Now it's an ace for Cian Silang.
Yeah, that's the veteran smarts, really changing the game, slowing down the pace, short serve. And then he scores an ace for that.
Big smile on the face of Cian just a while ago. Nice. That was Andre Bakil.
Bakil's got hops.
Got a bit of swag on him as well, Andre Bakil. Now it is 11-9. Bem Bem at the service line. Maglinaw blocked. No more save for Cignal.
Boy, the defense really of VNS in a different level here in the third set.
Who got the block? Was it
I think it was Medino.
Medino? That's already 3 blocks in the set for VNS. They only had 2 combined in the first 2 sets.
Well, that's why they're able to maintain a 3-point lead.
Liray got a hand there. Mandal arguing for 2 touches.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good argument because it is a double violation. Silang didn't touch the ball, so he went for the block. Then it went to their court, and he got it again. So that's a violation. But Cignal will just let it go.
That's going to be a point off the block for Steven Rotter. Rotter, remember, in the previous Spikers Turf Conference, shined in the finals.
Yeah.
It's the right word, right? Shine. Wala namang shown, di ba? May shown pa. We gotta ask Sir Seb Sarmenta about this. Service error, making it.
You're making me think.
Yeah, I'll give you time. 14 to 10.
Basic English. Shown.
Go, Noreen.
He shown. Hindi eh, no?
Shined eh, di ba? Parang shined eh.
Google it.
You know what? Everybody else, if you want to help us, go ahead. Jao Mandal. He wants a challenge. It's ruled VNS's point, but Cignal will not let it go. Ball in, ball out challenge.
But you know, the first referee is known to overturn if he thinks it's not the right call. We'll see.
Oh, it's either or.
Ah,
There you
safe,
go.
Safe.
Shined or shown depending on the use. Now it gets more complicated. Hindi na po natin i-discuss yan. Ball in, ball out.
Oh, it's good.
So the challenge would be successful.
Yeah, Jawa Mandal was so sure, right? He immediately said challenge.
That allows Teng Bugawan to have the serve now. 11-14 in set 3. Medino, nice cross. Still dug up. Mandal block. Nobody there. Wide open at the back.
They were watching in awe of Joe Mandal, but yeah, I always think he will be blocked.
There you go. You can see the formation, but it really is wide open on the return.
Yeah, but VNS again able to protect their lead. And Kevin Montemayor is actually in for VNS.
RK Medino. Wandal. Off of Kevin Montemayor.
Yeah, that's a smart hit. Just obviously targeting the blocker's hands.
Now Guerra is in, having replaced Medino. That's basically your double sub. Montemayor and Guerra. Service going long. Now our second technical timeout. VNS leading us to it, 16-12.
Ang goal po namin ngayon ay makapasok po sa top 4 at makalaro namin yung mga team sa ibang bansa na sasali sa Spikers. Ang goal ko po ngayon matapos ko yung ngayong season na yung Spikers Turf na maganda yung nilalaro ko.
It's a nice moment for Kimi Liray. Seeing himself also on the LED screen and giving us a smile about it. Well, he can definitely smile right now because they're up by 4
Yeah.
in set 3. Will this be their first set victory in the Invitational Conference?
Well, if they continue to block the way they've been blocking, they have a pretty good chance.
4 blocks in this set for VNS. Umandal able to get it through.
Like the way Umandal, because it happened right in front of us, the way he was gliding towards that net.
Now Louis Ramirez checks in for Toto Maglinaw.
Well, he had a slow start in the first set, had to be replaced.
Ramirez back to open spiker position. He was opposite for Alas Pilipinas. This is a chance ball. Silang going to Rotter with a push, and it's gonna work. Obviously not the ideal execution for Cignal, but at least Steven Rotter was able to make the most out of it.
I mean, as observers, we're like, okay, he did a great job playing it smart, but I was looking at Coach Dex, he wasn't happy with that. He wanted the set and the hit to be, you know, more precise.
You saw the reaction of Silang, acknowledging it. Silang himself is a coach for FEU. As now it is a service error for Jao Mandal.
Well, the errors are piling up. Remember, in the first set, they had 12, and then they reduced it to 5.
At yung 12 na yun, halos lahat yun nasa simula nung set number 1. Ramirez. That went long. Wanted a touch. The challenge will push through.
VNS saying no touch, we didn't touch it.
They're all smiling about it with confidence. So did Louis Ramirez see otherwise, and is he right? Ramirez must be familiar with a lot of these VNS players because he himself was an MVP in college.
I wonder if they played the same season.
It's a good point. No block touch. We have a timeout at 18-14.
Guys, natapos na yun, set. Sense of urgency naman ng konti. Ang contribution pa rin natin, puro mali, puro mali, puro mali. Bawat mali natin, puntos nila. Oh, sense of urgency, maging aggressive naman kayo sa loob ng court. Sometimes, chance ball na, nakaka-out of system na tayo ng kita. Sometimes, nag-negative pa tayo sa break point. We are not sure kung anong gagawin natin. Let's go, let's go. Apat, tabulin natin. Let's go! Hey, Cignal Super!
We have certainly seen more errors in this set from Cignal compared to VNS. Let's see if that timeout can change things up for the Super Spikers. Sabi nga ni Coach Tex, patapos na yung set. Things have to change.
Yeah, and he wants them to be more aggressive, right? He talked about the sense of urgency.
Net touch. That was by VNS.
Coach Dex bringing back the captain.
Bugawan, JP Bugawan, as I should say, replacing Casey Andrade. Here we go. 15-18. Backs it on to Montemayor. That was wide.
Yeah, trying to avoid the hands of Martin Bugawan.
Unfortunately, he avoided it too much.
Yeah, lead is down to 2.
Another serve for JP. Chase Reguera. Bem Bem puts it through. Going to the back.
And again, the reaction of Bautista after that.
RK Medino is back. So who's the setter for VNS? Let's see.
But then this is a great front line for VNS.
How about that? Beautiful hit by Teng Bugawan. Ito na, tutuloy ng double sub. Dais is back for VNS.
I was just saying, that's a good front line because it's a tall front line. The signal's just so quick. How do you counter that? Quickness.
Something that you will really get from the Bugawans. Bem Bem. That was long, but it will be challenged.
Well, they will challenge, but Rotter saying that I'm not admitting to anything because I did not touch that ball.
Basing from the reaction of Bem Bem as well, didn't seem like he was so sure about it. Cignal is closing in here in set number 3. They want to end it as fast as possible.
Also to avoid in the future, like if the race is tight and you look at the quotient, right?
Yes.
You want to win in straight sets as much as possible.
So it was clean. It is now 18 serving 19.
Just like that. And a full front row for Cignal.
Nice drop. Andre Bakil with the point.
Andre Bakil has been very impressive, really. It's not just about power, like that drop, just reading the defense of the opponents.
More importantly, it's back to a 2-point lead for VNS, and as I say that, it's a service error.
That's gotta hurt because before that, Bautista has been serving so well.
That's the third service error for VNS in this set. Now they have 5 errors in set 3. That's 1 more compared to Cignal. Medino. Onto the other side now. Liray outside.
That looked high. They're trying to avoid the hands of Rotter.
Now we're tied. A virtual race to 5. It's set number 3. We have a timeout for volleyball. Never stops.
Ito yung pinaka-importante. Kailangan natin siya matapos. Kailangan natin siya ma-close. Okay, last 5 points. Tatagalan natin sa receive ulit. Sabi ko sa'yo, kanina pa tayo first set na problema sa receive na yan. Okay, tapos maging smart. Pag may opening, floor touch. Pag may blockers, block touch. Be smart. Ha?
Let's go,
Emergency button for Coach JP de Guzman. The veterans have closed in and they want to close out in this game. It's going to be quite a busy schedule for all of our teams.
Yeah, it is a short tournament, just a little bit more than a month. So we urge you to follow the schedule and look at the venues and try to watch the games live.
Medino blocked by Peng Bugawan. And now, Cignal takes over.
And with what stat? Blocking.
Blocking. Bok is back. Louis Ramirez added for the Super Spikers. Still good. Bump onto Umandal. And he's going to score off the blocker. 2-point lead for Cignal.
That was just too powerful. Bakil was there, but that contact with the hand, by the ball with the hand, is like it moved the hand of the blockers.
It was that strong. There you go. Cignal now 3 points away from winning this match. Another timeout for Coach JP.
Kaya naman yung sumite out pag may receive tayo Pag binigay sa inyo, be smart, ha?
Guys, wala naman yung sir. Pass na muna tayo. Isang mga good pass.
Pass lang yung
One good tayo. Let's go, let's go.
Set 3 looking quite similar to set number 1. VNS leading most of the way. Cignal just closing out better. It is 22 serving 20. Louis Ramirez with the honors.
Well, he has been going for sure serves, safe serves. Not that time.
21-22. This is going to be a crucial point for VNS. Can they convert? Bakil sends it in. Umandal, wow.
Oh, good cover.
On the counter, that's going to be a point from the open. Axel Bok.
Yeah, just playing it smart. There was a delay, you know. He waited for the blockers to be on their way down. Then, right, you see that delay?
Now a virtual race to 3 for us. 22 all. Silang back sets. Rotter. No point. Bok again. Rotter off speed this time. Medino blocked. Bok. That goes long. JD Diwa looks confident. He wants a net touch.
The Rotter said, nope, not yet. Not also. Not this time. Not the last time, not this time also.
JD Diwa, though, the way he turned around and went to his coach, he seemed sure about it. This is going to determine who will get the lead.
Yeah, again, you appreciate the attitude of VNS. Cignal could have, after they grabbed the lead, could have easily finished it. They were just fighting, making Cignal work for their points.
Oh, there was a net touch. That's Teng Bugawan, by the way. So the challenge is successful.
I thought they were going to challenge the block touch.
Yeah. Specific naman yung card na itinaas ng VNS. Net fault ang kanilang hiningi. And so, VNS will take the lead, 23-22.
Anyone set.
Oh! Medyo nanlamig off of that challenge. So now, it's a virtual race to 2.
Well, he felt the pressure. Race to 2.
Oh! Service error on the other end. Now we have set point for VNS.
And look who's serving. It's Medino.
Arcade, will he play this safely?
If I were him, I'd go for it.
First ball, Prudenciado. It's Umandal. Fireball alert. And we have an extended set number 3. That approach of Jao Umandal just meant he was so ready for it. Now JM Ronquillo is back. He's been the top gun in this game for Cignal.
But look at him. He's stretching because he did. He sat the entire third set.
Pang-clutch lang no, si JM. As now, the serve went long. Another set point for VNS.
Oh, they have to get a good serve in. But look who's serving. The guy's been playing well for VNS.
Axel Book on his Spikers turf return. Sends that to the net. Wow. What a time for these service errors to come. 25 all.
And you know Mandal's going to go for that. I mean, he has been trying to go for tough serves.
Oh, another error. 26-25 VNS.
Here's the cool Diwa. The cool Diwa. Let's see if he can get it in.
Usually yung serve yan, panigurado.
Oh.
Just gonna push that ball. There you go. Bump set. Louis Ramirez. Got a hand. Yes. That's a check ball.
Making up for that pity errand. First pass.
26 all now. Pretty easy for our referees to have seen. Now it's JP Bugawan. Can Cignal get a serve in? The answer is yes. Daes will choose the open. Bim Bim! Oh, walk it off, why don't you?
You like the way he pirouetted after that.
Signature Bim Bim Bautista. The very thing that we have missed in the Spikers turn. It's not the attack, it's what happened afterwards. There you go. Service now. Set point VNS. Ramirez. That is outside. Cignal might as well challenge this. Ball in, ball out. Well, we've seen this before. There have been challenges na baka sakali lang.
Oo.
And
Well,
somehow it worked.
nothing to lose for Cignal.
Okay, okay, we're waiting for it, we're waiting for it. Could it be in? Oh! It's in! And so, we are not yet done in this set. 27 all.
And the drama continues.
Yan tayo sa mga challenges na akala natin tapos na yung set pero nag-successful pa. And so, we play on.
27 all. Major
Service.
extended minutes
Yeah.
here.
CNC lang. With everybody welcoming us back to the Spikers turf. Oh no, another service error. 28-27 VNS.
How many chances will you give VNS?
Nagkakamot na ng ulo ang Cignal Super Spikers. But we're not yet done. Bem Bem getting cheers from the crowd.
And he wants to make up for that previous error, service error.
Not the best of receptions. Ramirez, that's low, and we're done with set number 3. This match will extend.
We did say how many chances are you going to give VNS, and they grabbed it.
You can see that last sequence. It all started with the serve, making the attack not the smoothest for Luis Ramirez. He was gliding onto the left as he hit that ball. And so we will be back for set number 4. We are back for our second game in the Spikers Turf Invitational Conference. Not yet done between Cignal and VNS. Boy, what an ending that was for set number 3. We almost reached the magic number 30.
Yeah, I mean, again, you love the way VNS is just playing today. Whatever happens, you know, they did win a set, and for me, you're happy because it's a pretty young team just trying to find their form here in the Spikers Turf, here in this conference, and it's been impressive, you know, that you get a set from Cignal. Whatever the comments may be, you got a set from Cignal, and you have to be happy with that. Try to get that confidence from winning a set from Cignal and bring it from the 3rd set to the 4th set, and hopefully maybe try to force a 5th set. But you know then that Cignal will try to come back and win it in 4, so you have to be prepared and ready. And if you look at the numbers, Cignal back to its old ways, meaning too many errors. 14, right? 12, they even surpassed the error department of set number 1. And then we talked about the defense of VNS, 4 blocks. And that was not there in the first 2 sets, but they showed that they had defense in their array. So not perfect, 11 errors as well, but they hung on, right? And they won a set. So bring it here in the 4th set. Anything can happen.
Yeah. Well, we have been saying that set 1 and set 3 look quite familiar. VNS getting the lead to start it off. Cignal stormed their way back. The Super Spikers actually were leading 22-20 in set number 3 before Bem Bem Bautista and everybody else were able to step up and got that extended set win. So we welcome you to set number 4. We are in San Juan. This is Big Suames at your service with Noreen Go and Bailey Sakon. A lot of players returning here in the Spikers, especially for the VNS Griffins. Nakita natin sila dati sa Invitational natin kung saan nirepresent nila yung mga schools nila. But we're also seeing a lot of veterans, of course, from Cignal, JP Bugawan and company. Jao Mandal played most, if not all, of set number 3. But now we're back with the starters.
Yeah. Well, like you said, you know, Cignal will surely want to win this in 4. So if you're VNS, nothing to lose. You know, continue with blocking, good serves. Although towards the end, it's really a battle of nerves, really trying to get the serves in.
A lot of service errors then.
Service errors.
Jared Schnacki getting the first point of set number 4. He did not start, but he did play in set number 1. He was the first substitution of Coach Dexter Clamor.
Yeah, he came in for Louis Ramirez.
Medino off speed. Good read by EJ Casanya. Set up for JM Ronquillo. Arque. Cross. Does not meet the corner.
So that was a 3-man block for Cignal. And you have to be proud, you know, if you're... That was Medina, right?
Yep.
If you're Medina, because Cignal needs 3 men to try to guard me.
Talk about a confidence
Tap,
booster.
tap, tap.
That was a slide by Bem Bem Bautista.
A slide, a glide. Yeah.
We don't see that commonly off of wing hitters, but we'll take it. Kung yun ang buwelong kinailangan niya, edi go ahead. Service error though by Bem Bem.
We ain't done yet after this game. There is still one more game to cap off the opening day.
And that should be a good game. Chris Cross versus PGJC Navy with their veterans back. Toto de la Vega.
Healthy.
And Greg Dolor will be ready. Nice hit. Down the line, Axel Book.
Bakil, Book, you know, these are players also to watch out for really in this conference.
The Bedistas have returned in the Spikers turf. Schnacki over the blockers and down on the ground.
Yeah, just playing it smart, reading the defense.
He looks comfortable, doesn't he?
Yeah, seems like it.
Schnacki now at the service line.
Good serve.
Book cross. Nice dig by Prudenciano. And a no-look down the line for Wendell Miguel.
When you need a point, you start with Miguel.
That's how it started in set number 1. How they were able to return.
Yeah.
Yes. Before JM Ronquillo just took over.
Before Ronquillo went berserk. In a good way.
Yes. Arque Medino now from the right pin. That's usually his comfort zone.
Yeah, but a great set, one-on-one. And you did mention the confidence, you know, this conference for Medino.
D-ball, Quillo. Put back by VNS. Now onto Miguel. Ganda. I loved seeing that set from Jared Schnacki. Pero din talagang ano eh. Look at the way he set the ball.
Yeah. I had to see it first before I commented.
It's a natural motion for him. Push by Diwa. Red play. Didn't work for JM Ronquillo. Ooh, down the line once more for Axel Book.
You know, they have developed that attitude just in this game alone, in this match alone. It's like, We're gonna, if ever you win, you fight for your points. We're gonna be here trying to, score as well.
Nice denial. This is a chance ball. Dais, back row. Bugawan was there at the net. Bem Bem tried to tip it through, net touch. They're calling it on signal. EJ Casanya admits to it.
He paused.
Si JP ready na mag-challenge eh.
That gave him away.
It is 5 serving 6, Axel ball. Wendell with much power.
Again, just one blocker in front of Miguel.
That's wide open.
Yeah.
One blocker na medyo malayo-layo pa. RK, Prudenciado with a save. And a free ball. Battle at the net. That's won by Wendell.
That was smart. He just stayed with the ball, blocked it down.
First technical timeout, 8-5. Cignal on top.
You're watching the 2025 Spikers Turf Invitational Conference, and the VNS Griffins gaining momentum in this match as Coach JP de Guzman commending the team for them distributing the ball better as they had to adjust to this during their first 2 sets as Cignal's aggression really took a toll on them, and now they're looking to take into play yung kanilang pagpapahirap sa kanilang pag-receive sa kanilang kalaban. Kailangan din nilang ma-receive ng mabuti to continue momentum on their side. Their players looking more gelled, looking more in rhythm, much more positive when the match started. Back to you, Noreen and Migs.
Thank you, Bailey's always great to hear a report like that. At nakikita din natin, nagbubunga yan in the game.
Yeah.
9-5.
Yeah, Cignal has erected a 4-point advantage.
When Bem Bem scores, there really is like an automatic strut afterwards.
That's like the first reaction after scoring a point. Catwalk.
Oh, catwalk. Gusto ko makita sila mag-showdown ni Kennedy Batas. Whoa! No catwalk needed by Wendell Miguel. Just pure impact.
Wendell Miguel is like, not flashy, you know what I'm saying? But effective, obviously. But again, he plays with a lot of heart.
Yes.
He wears his heart in his sleeve. Oh!
That's an ace for Wendell. I remember last year, no, not last year, last conference, Crisscross was on a roll. They were undefeated.
Yeah.
And it was Wendell Miguel on the court. He had this different type of attitude, fired up, going up against Crisscross. Hindi siya pumapayag na ibigay na sa Crisscross yung conference. And guess what? Cignal still won it. They won the championship.
Everybody did think, it was going to be Crisscross because of that strong start. Yeah.
Gotta give it to Wendell and company. JP Bugawan able to score.
His story is one to learn from. Wendell Miguel wasn't the greatest of collegiate players, but he shining here.
Yeah.
Right?
Salita, ikaw na lang hindi nagsasalita dyan. Wala, lalayo lang na nalayo yung score. Diba, hindi alam sino sisetan, paanong set. Kailangan nyo mag-usap. Kailangan magsalita. Close. Okay, Bem Bem. Tsaka Boak, receive, ha?
Bem.
Owa. Go. Let's go.
Now 12-6 in set number 4. Cignal still on top. Wendell Miguel has had a lot to do with that.
Six points is indeed a luxury here.
Got an ace a while ago. And he will get one again.
Well, changing things up.
You were mentioning that in college he wasn't the brightest star, Wendell Miguel. He
During
came
his
from
time,
he came from UP.
Yeah.
Good for him to be a part of a champion team here and actually, be a pillar of Cignal nowadays.
And then you like, because there is progress still, after college. There is life after college. College ball, I'm talking about college ball, and he's showing that. Very inspiring, actually.
As now he serves the ball onto the net. I also heard great things about Wendell's leadership. The way he was able to welcome the rookies, sina Van Preliminaries, sina Toto Maglinaw, even Jared Schnacki. Very empowering as a leader. That's what I got from the rookies. Schnacki. Bautista will center the ball, and it's going to be a free ball. EJ Casanya onto JP Bugawan, reaching for the sky.
Reach is the word, because it doesn't matter if the set is not perfect. He just finds a way.
Somehow, some way, we've seen that type of hit from JP a lot of times already, and he seemed to have mastered it.
Yeah.
Ang ganda na rin tignan eh.
Because he knows, he's not the tallest of middle blockers, so he has to find a way to be effective.
Off speed, denial. What's the call here? It's going to be a point for VNS. But we have a challenge. A last touch challenge. I actually thought that the swing from the Cignal blocker was quite dangerous kasi konti na lang, net touch na yun. Hindi kaya illegal. Reaching beyond the net.
But Martin did enough to avoid the net.
Teng Bugawan getting instructions from his kuya. Hindi na sila nagsawa sa isa't isa. Coach Dexter explaining it to us right now. Alam mo, okay din maging analyst na si Coach Dexter.
Yes. You know what he's saying?
Yes, Coach.
The best barker in the world.
I just did my part.
That's what Coach Dexter was saying for the World Championships.
I hope everybody recognizes what Coach Dex did also for
Yeah.
Alas Pilipinas.
Well, at least it's mutual love.
Yes. Di ko alam kung pinapakinggan ba tayo ni Coach Dex or he's looking at something else right now. This is a last touch challenge on that recent battle at the net between Andre Bakil and Teng Bugawan. Itong masaya ngayon.
Magkwentuhan muna.
Nagkikwentuhan yung dalawang coach natin. Kakatanong lang ni Coach Dex, nasan si Coach Ron? At tama ka,
Jensen.
Nori. Nasa Jensen na si
Kasi
Coach Ron.
tinanong ko na yun. Kaya alam ko.
I love the camaraderie among the coaches here.
Oh. So, see, someone's here.
Yeah, someone's here getting in the mix
He's
as well.
in green.
Okay, here's the replay. So, How's that gonna work? So the challenge is successful. It's last touch, Andre Bakil.
Yeah.
There you go.
Last dance kasi nawakan dito nagsabay kayo sa ere. Ang problema,
Coach Dex getting a laugh right now, interacting with Sir Sev Sarmenta. We will be covering our next game. Chris Cross versus PGJC Navy.
Sir Sev is bored.
Kanina kasi halos mag 5 sets na rin.
Oo.
Yung Alpha versus Savage.
Anyway, back to the game.
Yeah. Service JP Mugawan off of that successful challenge. Oh, oh no! Okay, Jared Shnaki tried to save the ball. We had to save the monitors.
Wait, I have a question. That oh no, what were you pertaining to? Oh no, the equipment? Oh no, Shnaki?
You know
Oh
what?
no, save me?
You know what? Both. First of all,
All of the above.
all of the above. Oh, that's an ace by Bem Bem Bautista.
That's what I'm saying. He's been serving well. I mean, more often, he's been serving well. Him and Medino they both have really good serves.
Whoa, Wendell from the back. It's long, but he wants a challenge.
Oh, VNS gonna say it's good. Let's look at Ross.
Is that possible? Na aamin ka na nasa loob. Kasi block touch, oo. Pwede. Tumama sa'yo eh. Pero ito...
I haven't seen a ball in, ball out admitted that wasn't challenged. You know, I mean, I've never seen it.
Although it makes sense. If you just put yourself in the perspective of the referee, kung binibigay na nung team yung puntos, oh, yan. Pasok talaga yan.
Coach Dex again, a lion.
That happened in set 1, right? Okay, we have our technical timeout, 16-9 in favor of Cignal.
Excited ako and syempre masaya kasi kasama ko na ulit yung Cignal. And matuturo ko sa kanila kung ano yung natutunan namin sa national team. And excited din ako sa ibang teams like yung Japan team, isang Australian team na alam ko competitive and malakas sila. Kaya excited ako kung ano yung para sa fans na papanood nila kung gaano ba kaganda yung volleyball sa Japan and Australia.
There you see Owa Retamar and also Lloyd Azafat behind him. We are very proud of these two for representing Alas Pilipinas in the recent World Championship. Owa, obviously our starting center. Lloyd Azafat played a lot of minutes. Tatlo lang naman yung middle blocker natin nun. But he was very instrumental on that campaign.
Yeah.
Vince Abrot is also here. Not in the rotation for today, but we will see them play in the Spikers turf soon enough.
Oh, good cover.
Liray tried to get a block touch. Cignal player saying there was no touch.
But they...
Check ball.
No, the Coach Dex was waiting and asking kanino in award. When they were sure that it was awarded to VNS, that's when he said challenge.
Okay. And the good thing is, if you keep on having successful challenges, then you can keep on having challenges.
Yeah. You're allowed 2%, but if you're successful, you can go on and on and on.
So will this be right again for Cignal? It is 16-10, by the way, in set number 4. Was it clean?
There's
Wala.
no block touch.
So that's going to be a successful challenge. And now we have a counter challenge. What does VNS want? Ball in, ball out? Net fault ang hinihingi ng VNS.
But we saw...
Let's see if there was a net touch.
Hindi. Nakita ko
By
kasi dahil
Cignal.
papunta sa kanya.
So they want to see the angle from the referee,
Yes.
showing the arms in the net.
Kasi dumaan sa middle eh. Sa middle dumaan. Sa middle siya dumaan eh. Sa middle siya dumaan, hindi naman sa unahan eh. Kung sa ibabaw siya, makikita ko. Kasi dito dumaan eh. Hindi. Kasi nakita ko siya nag-assist eh. So kukunin ko siya. Okay, roll, BTR.
Objection, Your Honor.
Okay, roll.
Again, this is a net touch counter challenge by VNS. May tumama ba mula sa Cignal?
None.
Oh, there you go. None.
He's gonna turn around. Kasana's gonna turn around.
So, we are at 17-9. And we can continue. Nope, not yet. We have a timeout for Coach JP
Sir Sem,
Guzman.
wait ka lang.
Hindi ka na tumitingin sa blocker. Yung opposite natin, yung pipe natin sa gitna, wala na, nanlamig na sila. Wala na. Puro open na lang ng open. So yung opener natin, wala na magawa kundi ipacheck kasi lahat ng blocker nandun na. Nakita mo lahat ng blocker, ba't di mo iset sa opposite? Diba? Malayo pa ng score. Dikit natin yung score. Tayo lang natin.
Let's go! 17-9 in set number 4 between the Cignal Super Spikers and the VNS Griffins.
Well, this fourth set has actually been pretty much the Cignal Super Spikers.
Yes.
And that man right there. Both of them, but more of that man.
Yeah. Sets 1 and 2, we saw a lot of J.M. Ronquillo. But now, Wendell Miguel's re-emerging, just like how he started this matchup. Or he started the comeback of Cignal in this matchup. That's going to be a service error by J.M. Ronquillo.
He waited too long for that serve.
Oh, that's a misreception. It will be an ace for Mr. Andre Bakil.
I think they had too much confidence over his reception. Oh.
Almost went back to back. Chance ball. JD Diwa playing it fast. Cignal still keeping it alive. Schnacki is denied.
Well, here come VNS. Back-to-back points. Actually, 3 straight points. It started with that service error of Ronquillo.
With that lull a while ago that we had because of the multiple challenges and the timeout might have actually helped VNS.
Yun ang trabaho mo. But outside 3 meters, ibigay mo sa marumi receive sa likod. Pangalawa, okay, very good. Second ball, maganda, precise. Pinalo ni Jared. Next ball is cover. Again, receive, set, spike, block, cover, again. Set again. Tuloy-tuloy, humihinto tayo eh. As if, yung spiker natin is Ryan Lagunas. Let's go.
Hey, Cignal Super
3-0 run for VNS. That was off of the timeout of Coach JP. So let's see if this recent timeout will prove to be effective for Coach Dex. And the answer is yes.
Just going to the back quick for Martin Bugawan.
Man, he was way under.
Yeah. It's always in the toss.
Montemayor checking in, replacing Dais. Let's see who the setter will be here for VNS. Point off the block for Teng Bugawan.
Oh, Preliminaries is actually getting a lot of minutes here.
He started with Lorenzo, but it's been mostly Van Prudenciado, which is good practice for him.
Yeah.
Especially once Vince leaves again for Las Filipinas. That's going to be another Halloween gift. More Halloween candy for JP Bugawan.
A lot of trick-or-treating here.
Now, Cignal is 3 points away from winning this match. Teng Bugawan. Nice return by JP.
Oh.
Ball down the line has been the goal and, you know, the tool for him to achieve success.
Just playing it smart there, just finding zone 1.
Miguel down the line also. That was in.
Yeah, the linesman signaled good. But I think VNS, they're out of challenges, right?
You know what? With the number of challenges that they've had so far, hindi ako magugulat kung wala na nga talaga. That's gonna be an ace with the help of the net. For EJ Casanya, we have 10 match points for Cignal. Some people here were already ready to shake hands. Na-timeout daw sana si Coach Dex. Panigurado lang, 24-14. Bem Bem denied, and that's it. Okay. Our coaches and players will be shaking hands. The Cignal Super Spikers get their first win in the Invitational Conference and officially as Super Spikers.
As Super Spikers, but one thing they have to learn really is, you know, every team that participates in the Spikers turf will play to win or give it a good match, no matter if you're the defending champion or you're strong. So this is actually this match. The first 2 matches, lesson learned really for other teams.
What a start for us here in the Invitational Conference. Alpha winning in 4 sets versus Savage. VNS leading Cignal into an extended match. That set 3 almost reached 30 points, by the way. And so we'll take a short break. We'll be back to wrap this game up.
No bate po, no? Ano, wag na? You're watching Spikers Turf and the Super Spikers winning over the Griffins, and our player of the game is none other than Wendell Miguel. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
Finally, in the winning column, our first game. Okay, tatanong na namin ko nung nasa isip naming lahat, ano nangyari doon sa third set na yun?
Siyempre, bibigay natin yun sa trabaho ng VNS. Siyempre, nag-prepare sila and gustong-gusto talaga nila matalo yung Cignal. So, kudos sa kanila. Good job po talaga sa VNS doon sa set na yun. Pero siyempre, sabi nga ni Coach Dex sa amin na kailangan ayusin namin yung mindset namin in every set.
So mindset yung naging problema natin. Anong certain adjustments yung kinailangan natin gawin para mabalik yung momentum sa atin?
For me, doon sa na-observe ko doon sa third set, lack of energy talaga. And yung intensity ng laro doon sa third set, ayun yung mga kulang namin.
Bilang isa sa mga veterano dito sa koponan na to, may mga additions tayo, may mga nadagdagan. Anong nasa isip natin coming into the rest of the matches since ito yung first match natin?
Sa mga nadagdag naman sa team namin, nakikita ko sa training pa lang yung response nila doon sa system na gustong bigay ni Coach Dex nandoon. And hindi namin masyado na-feel yung bago sila sa team namin. And for me, malaking tulong sila para sa Cignal Super Spikers.
Good luck sa inyo. Once again, our player of the game, Wendell Miguel. Back to you, Migs and Noreen.
Thank you, Baileys. What a game for Wendell Miguel, especially how he closed out this matchup in set number 4. But we gotta give a big shout out as well to JM Ronquillo.
Yeah, JM Ronquillo, Schnacky also.
Yes.
You know, wasn't perfect, but you like to see new talent, new faces, and you know, Cignal obviously pretty much a lot of different players, but it's the same result. They were challenged, but again, these matches today so far, listen to be learned for the other teams. You cannot be complacent.
Yeah.
Like Wendell said, you cannot have a lack of energy because anything can happen. So we're just excited for the conference. Again, just a little over a month. So we urge people to keep watching and tuning in to Spikers Turf. Really look at some numbers. Again, if Cignal Super Spikers can lessen their errors, better chances of winning. You know, that has been their weakness, really, is committing too many errors. In all other departments, you know, they're okay.
Yes.
You know, they're in a good place. But yeah, in every tournament, it's always work in progress. You learn from your mistakes. You see where you can develop and improve on. And it's the same, even for the defending champ. So it's going to be a good season.
Yes.
I'm really excited for the other games.
We're going to get busy in the next month here in the Spikers Turf. Congratulations to Cignal, their first win as Super Spikers. Up next, we'll have PGJC Navy take on the Crisscross King Crunchers here in San Juan. Thank you for joining us for Bailey Sakot and my partner Norigo. My name is Mix Gomez. And stay tuned for more of our Spikers Turf Invitational Conference where power meets passion.